Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we are in the Crown of Sand. Now, this place is very intriguing that it does not have many side areas. However, the side areas are exceptionally dangerous, especially this one here. And as you come up and around, this one here. So this one up here and this one right here, because they have the two dust bandits in the game in this area. And there are some in the depths of the Crowns of Sand like areas like the Rocky Ruins and such. However, these two areas are exceptionally dangerous. However, this has one of the best blood veils in the game, and this has one of the vestige cores for Eva. So very interesting here in the Crown of Sand how they did put some of these very valuable items behind some very tough enemies. They are sometimes harder than bosses, and they take longer to kill sometimes than bosses. So very interesting. However, today we are going to be going for Skothic, and it's very interesting that what we are going to be going for here is a bunch of Ice Crush and Slash. So Ice Crush, Ice Crush, Ice Crush, Ice Slash. And so we will have insane amounts of Ichor recovery on our journey and our travels. However, we will have very little Ichor recovery versus Eva, which is why we are using what we are using. So as you'll notice here, we can just run over here and go for some big damage. But when we get a giant attack there, we can get some huge Ichor recovery along the way. So very nice. And you can notice here that we have insane amounts of damage, as well as we are able to get back the Ichor that we use. So very nice. But if we do get backstabs, we are able to completely ruin these guys. And so every enemy we kill, we get a free blood sacrifice, which is so very nice. So we are able to completely get all of that for free, which is so awesome. Okay, and we killed all of those fellas at one time. Now we should have gone for a couple of blood sacrifices there, because we do get all of that Ichor back for free, but that's okay. And we can just run up and destroy these guys. So this is how you use single target damage to your benefit here. Super effective versus these guys. And let's just go for a little bit of this, and we'll get a ton of Ichor back from our blood veil here. But we have insane amounts of utility here, and because we don't have a whole lot of enemies where we are individually taking on a whole lot of different enemies all at once, it makes good sense for us to go for a lot of single target setups here, because that is the majority of the enemies that we will be going against is single target. Especially when we get to the fight with Eva, we will be obviously going against a single target enemy there, and so it makes good sense to go for these kinds of setups here along the way to make sure that we are maximizing our damage output, as well as our Ichor recovery and our health, as well as our health recovery too. Okay. So we'll see if we killed him in time. We sure did. And that is great that we are able to do that. And so it's basically like free Ichor along with your free kill and the free health. So very nice that that is available to us along the way here. And now this guy, we will definitely take our free Ichor here. Because he does pose a significant problem there. So we will remove him quickly, remove that guy quickly, remove this guy quickly, okay, and then we will go ahead and remove this guy. So as you can see there, we are able to take on these guys very, very quickly. Oh. Come on, I wasn't going for that one. Okay, whatever. Okay, good. Let's go for gift extension and this fella. Whoops. Okay. Okay, great. Well, that didn't go as well as I first anticipated, but that's okay. We do have, we do have this fella over here that can help us out considerably with the damage that we need to do, as well as some Ichor recovery here. And so we can get a couple of parries and a couple of backstabs on him to help us with our Ichor problem here. And so we are able to build up all the Ichor recovery we need. And we will go for some damage there. So very, very nice that we are able to indeed, okay. We are indeed able to completely ruin these enemies here along the way. Okay, and we're leaking. That is very, very bad. Very, very bad. So we have our Ichor coagulants here we can bring along the way. And let's go ahead and kill a bunch of these enemies for our health back. So that is very nice. We'll get our health back and then we can take on this fella. Okay, we'll make him come over here. Okay, unfortunate there. We missed him, or he missed us. Oh, that is not the attack I want. I definitely want him to attack us. Oh, not like that. Can I have a backstab, please? Okay, perfect. So these guys, you absolutely want to load up on Ichor, just because of the fact that, oops. Just because of the fact that they do so much damage, and they do an incredible amount of Ichor recovery, obviously, as you can see. Oh, this is bad. Okay, let's just kill him and get it over with, because we are running out of Ichor here along the way. Hello? Okay, good. And we will get a bunch of Ichor back here as we go through to Eva. Now we don't necessarily need the shortcut here and such, because since we are going for a bunch of single target damage, we are gonna have a fairly okay time with Eva. We just have to not get hit by the explosion. When she does the self-detonating explosion, we need to miss that with all our ability that we can go for. So here what we will do is we will go for the fella that is up at the top, and he will allow us to get a bunch of backstabs, and that will refill our Ichor in 2 or 3 backstabs, and we will be able to continue on to Eva with an incredibly high amount of Ichor, which is most ideal for what we are going to be going for. So because the Crown of Sand here is very, very, very different than what we have been going for through most of the areas, since it is very, very single target focused along the way here, we can build ourselves out very, very nicely here for single target damage. Okay, this guy. And we are able to be exceptionally successful here along the way, just because of the fact that you know, we are going for single target, and each of the enemies are big chunky single targets. and we are able to blast and burst, you know, like crazy along the way here. Now, it might seem counterintuitive of how are you going to get Ichor during the fight here with Eva. Well, we can either go for a charge drain, which with a claw veil is not exactly the most capable or possible. You have to be at an exact correct right spacing, and you have to have the correct right timing. So very, very tough to land a charge drain. So what we are going to go for here is we are going to go for the intensified, and we are going to go for weapon drain rating up. We won't be killing her to get health back, so that's not possible there. So we will go for swift destruction. So just a couple of changes here, just to make sure that we are doing the most appropriate thing here along the way. Okay, and we can also go for obviously blood sacrifice here along the way, and that can help us, you know, obviously recover a bunch of our Ichor and everything here along the way. Now, obviously, we are best suited, obviously, for the beginning of the fight here, as opposed to a run back, just because of all of the abilities here that we have, and everything. Whoops. Okay, she flattened us. Now we are doing slash damage here with our attack, and then we are doing crush damage with our attack, with our sword attack. So very, 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 very important that we make sure that we are keeping up with our Ichor recovery here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Now this is going to be discouraging here, that we have, you know, so much Ichor that we need to recover. And, yep, I was going to say we are going to get killed here immediately if we don't watch ourselves, but unfortunate there. Okay. First time is always rough with Eva. Okay, so for this run back, obviously the best way to do it is the lightning charge dash mechanic. If you've not seen this before, you need DLC 3, and it is a pressing of the cancel or of the block button during the dash, and your block animation will cancel the ending of the gift, but it still grants you the speed portion, because the speed portion is uninterruptible. However, the attack at the end is interruptible. Just like Chariot Rush, you do have the ability to interrupt certain parts of the gift itself, and in the case of Lightning Charge, it is most exceptionally awesome, because we can dash back and forth very, very fast, and we don't have to waste a lot of time on this run back here with Eva anymore. Very, very nice. And so if you have weapons that don't have a very large blocking animation, you continue to get float at the end of the animation string. So very, very nice. And you can cast this very, very quickly, and your gift accelerators do apply to increase the speed at which you can cast. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready here while we wait for Eva to do things. Oh, I dodged. I don't agree. Now, because we do have several gifts here that are Crush as well as our sword, we are able to do a pretty amazing staggers on her. just because of the fact that we do have crush damage all the time. See? And as you can see there, we are able to stagger her over and over and over. Very, very nice. Okay, let's go for a gift accelerator. Oh boy. Okay, good. We are not dead. Where are the blades? Ouch. Okay, this is not good. Okay, this is better. Okay, good. And we can get some big damage here. Oh, that was dangerous for sure. Let's go ahead and heal again. Probably gonna get cut down. Okay. Oh, I dodged. These dodges are questionable at best. He was exceptionally delayed there on that one. Unfortunate for sure. Now, this is also the way that we beat Nicola in the Ridge of Frozen Souls is exactly the way that you beat Eva very, 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 very easily. So we'll see if it comes to that. But we'll see about that. If it does come to that, that's completely fine. And I can show you that entire setup already again. Where is the Impulse Anchor stun? And let's go for Fion this time, as we didn't do Fion last time. And we can do some crazy here with Fion, and our Noble Silver looks exquisite. Exquisite. Okay, so let's go for Opportunism. We don't really need Swift Destruction, so we'll definitely go for Debuff Buildup. Here, we'll go for, I need a Willpower of C, which we are at D+, which is completely fine, and we have Cognitive Zeal. We don't need this, so we'll go for Stun and Poison. And here we will go for Bridge to Glory, because we will get a B+ and a C, so we will be able to activate both of these, which will be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And here we'll go for Overdrive, because we shouldn't really be getting hit, and here we need a C, so we'll be able to use Cognitive Zeal, and then we'll be able to go for everything else. Here we're going to go for Poison and Stun, and here Charge Booster, and here we'll go for Stamina. So that should be a very, very, very simple way to go about killing Eva, and as you can notice here, we are at normal weight, so Swift Destruction wouldn't really be that opportunistic at this point anyway. So as we continue on, this is a fantastic way to go about destroying Eva here on this setup, because of how she's built. And ironically enough, the Impulse Anchor has one of the floating animations as the same as the one-handed sword. It is not class specific, it is weapon specific, and if you are looking for weapons that do that, just make sure that they don't stop you during the animation, and you will be completely able to keep going with this hammer. Okay, so this, and so we go this, and we definitely want everything running before we get in there, so we'll get everything going here. And definitely red shoes, absolutely red shoes, before we get into the fight, as it will be exceptionally important that we get that going. Okay, and we have enough Ichor now to run everything else, so let's go for Stamina, Charge Booster, Stun, Poison. Okay, and go back to the stun cartridge. Okay. And we are able to do some crazy damage here. We're almost over. Okay, go for this guy. Okay, stun cartridge. Poison cartridge. Okay. We'll go get our haze. Whoops. Is she gonna die? Nope. Oh, there she goes. So what happens now? Interesting. Okay. Well, you can see that that is a pretty hilarious way to take care of Eva. Absolutely one of the most amazing ways. And when you are in solo mode here on everything that you're doing, you absolutely want to go and take advantage of everything that you can in the game to make sure that you are 150% safe. I got a little cocky there at the end and didn't actually I thought the poison would be a little bit faster, but that was interesting that she literally actually dissipated right as we were going to black. I hadn't ever had a close call like that before, but apparently that's what it takes. But as you can see, with Fion, you can just continue over and over and over and over attacking her with the charge attack. Very, very nice. Very, very amazing. And you can do it as much as you want along the way. Just because of the fact that you have so much damage output, and she can't actually do anything because she staggers off of the attacks and she staggers off of everything else you're doing, but she also then gets stunned while you're doing everything that you're doing. So pretty impressive to say the least. And you can see that we have, because of Cognitive Zeal, we are able to use everything here along for the ride. Very, very nice. Okay. And stun cartridge go. Okay. Now, I'm not giving her any quarter or any mercy this time. We're gonna let her run out and then hit her hard. Oh, come on. Eva, why you gotta do me like this? I forgot the stun cartridge. Okay. Stun cartridge in between as she's knocked down. Okay, I'll learn. I will learn. But this is the most like preferred kind of way to go for Eva without trying to take hits, because most of this stuff is available very early on. Some of these are not available early on. Even if you don't have debuff buildup or opportunism, you can still go for some pretty incredible stun setups here and everything. But the most important is obviously an impulse anchor, numbing mark, and a stun cartridge. Those are very simple to come by, and everything else that we have is just mainly going for, you know, everything that we normally would. Cognitive Zeal, Gift Extension, Venom Mark, Bridge to Glory, all these things are kind of normal. Now, the one thing you won't have if you are going through this on your first run is Time Crunch, depending on whether or not you saved Emily. And you definitely won't have Charge Accelerator because you need that from Jack's Blood Coat Heimdall. So you can't get that on your first playthrough before Eva. So that's kind of unfortunate. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully Eva doesn't do me dirty again like that. We got the timing a little bit wrong on the stun cartridge there, and that made us pay for it dearly. Okay. Okay. This, and I guess we don't need the stamina booster, but it's fine. Okay, this and this and this and this, and the stun cartridge is almost over, but that's fine. Good. Okay. And we'll get her stunned up here. And we'll go for all the damage. Okay, there we go. Finally. Good grief. A little bit of a trick there at the end with her phase transition and everything, with the venom running out in 30 seconds, so we couldn't quite get the 30-second kill. You can, if you get her knocked down and stunned and keep her out of phase 2, you are able to actually do it before she transitions. However, you have to get a little bit lucky with that, but it is possible. I've done it before. But that is one of the kills that is pretty fun to do overall, and it's kind of an interesting kind of setup that you don't think of the Impulse Anchor as a boss killer, but when you pair it up with stun and venom against bosses that can be stunned and venom and poisoned, it is absolutely overwhelmingly devastating. And because of Cognitive Zeal, we get these 3 gifts, which is very, very nice. That makes Fion a powerhouse monster for damage for this setup. Now you can go for something like Queenslayer, and you can do something similar, right? And you can go for the Noble Silver here if you want to, or the intensified version, so your normal mobility, so you don't have to worry about mobility enhancers. Here you would trade this for ice, either the ice or adrenaline, one or the other, whichever you choose. And then the rest of this is pretty similar, but 1370, and down here we had 1330, and we were running the fortified, so 1347. So we're missing out on like a little bit of light value, so no big deal. But Fion allows you to just continue to charge attack over and over and over without worrying about what's actually happening. So very, very nice, very, very fun. And thank you guys for watching, and this has been me here in the Crown of Sand, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.